Chapter 4. The Market of Starlight. Elena and Ivan traveled through the portal. At once, they were surrounded by a rush of color and sound, like flying through a rainbow filled with music. Soft grass, lavender sky, a world unseen. They landed. Floating islands drifted lazily in the air. Trees with crystal leaves shimmered in the sunlight. Dragons slept. Fairies danced. "This feels real," breathed Ivan. Elena and Ivan wandered through the glowing meadow until the path curved upward into a hill of soft blue moss. City sprawled, crystal towers gleamed, golden vines bridged. Floating lanterns drifted lazily through the air like jellyfish made of light. "Is this real?" Elena whispered. Ivan kicked the moss gently and watched it shimmer like fireflies. "If it's not, don't wake me up." Down below, they could hear laughter, music, and the hum of 1,000 conversations. Curiosity pulled them. City streets teemed with magic. Fairies carrying baskets of glowing berries zipped by, dipping their toes in water that rippled with starlight. Wizards and witches flew past overhead, their cloaks flapping behind them like sails, as their broomsticks left trails of glittering smoke. Everywhere they looked, there was something wonderful to see. They wandered through rows of colorful stalls selling everything from potions that bubbled with rainbow steam to jewelry that whispered your fortune when worn. One vendor offered floating scarves that wrapped themselves around your neck and adjusted to the perfect fit. Another sold musical candies that sang until you ate them, but what caught their attention most was the food. Elena stopped by a cart where an enchanted chef was stirring a pot of shimmering soup. The scent drifted through the air, warm, rich, and a little spicy. "What is that?" Elena asked.
This is Starlight Stew, made with moon peppers and dream beans, guaranteed to make your heart glow.
Ivan tried a spoonful and felt warmth spread through him like sunshine. "It tastes like chocolate pudding," he said. At another stall, they found sparkling juice in crystal flasks that fizzed like soda but tasted of sweet mint and honeydew. A fluffy cloud drifted by, and the vendor reached up and pulled off a tuft, handing it to Elena. "Misty cotton candy," he said with a wink. "It tastes different for everyone." Elena took a bite and laughed. "It tastes like strawberries and sunshine." Ivan took a bite of his and blinked. "Mine tastes like pizza?" They both laughed until their sides hurt. After eating their fill, they strolled deeper into the market, marveling at everything. Street performers juggled glowing orbs that turned into butterflies midair. A tiny dragon perched on a merchant's shoulder, breathing tiny puffs of lavender smoke that smelled like sugar. It was that kind of place, the kind that made you want to stay. Then, all at once, the peace was broken. "Stop, thief!" shouted a voice from across the market. Elena and Ivan turned. A small figure darted between the crowd, quick and nimble, clutching a loaf of bread almost as big as itself. Behind it, 3 shopkeepers, one an elf, one a witch, and one a very red-faced troll were charging after it, shouting furiously. The thief dodged under tables, jumped over baskets, and nearly crashed into a stand of floating fruit. The loaf bounced wildly in its arms. Ivan caught a glimpse of long ears and a twitching nose. Wait, is that a fox? It was. A little fox wearing a tiny vest and glasses, sprinting on 2 legs and looking utterly panicked. Elena gasped. "He's going to get caught!" Without thinking, she darted forward. "Hey!" she shouted, waving her arms at the angry shopkeepers. "Over here. I think he went that way." She pointed in the opposite direction. The elf skidded to a halt. "Are you sure?" "Absolutely," Elena said, forcing a nervous smile. While they turned and charged away, Ivan crouched beside a row of barrels where the fox had hidden, panting hard. "Quick," Ivan whispered. "In here." He lifted a burlap sack, revealing an empty crate behind it. The fox squeezed inside, ears trembling. "Thank you, kind sir," it wheezed. "You've saved my tail," quite literally. Elena jogged over, trying not to laugh as the shouting faded in the distance. "They're gone," she whispered. The fox poked his head out of the crate, brushing dust off his vest. He was relieved, with the stolen loaf of bread stuck halfway out of his pocket. "Much obliged," he said with a formal little bow. I didn't mean to steal it, mind you. I was simply borrowing it, temporarily. My breakfast ran off this morning. Very rude of it. Elena and Ivan looked at each other, eyes wide. He can talk? Ivan said. Of course I can talk, said the fox indignantly. What sort of question is that? He straightened his vest and adjusted his glasses, then looked at them curiously. Nice to meet you both. Are you from the human realm? You seem to be magic, touched. How interesting. I don't think I've ever met anyone from your world before. He tilted his head thoughtfully, then added with a grin, I want to thank you for saving me. Would you like to come to my house for some tea and cookies? I have so many questions about your world. Elena's eyes sparkled. Tea and cookies sound amazing. Ivan laughed. As long as none of it tries to sing. The fox chuckled, clutching his rescued loaf. Oh, I can't make any promises about that. And with that, he hopped ahead, beckoning for them to follow. Elena and Ivan exchanged a look. The kind that said we're definitely doing this, and hurried after him as he disappeared into the winding streets of the magical city, with lanterns glowing softly above their heads. Stars glittered, music played, towers floated, gentle and mysterious, as if the whole world were humming a secret tune.